This is one of the silliest drops I've ever done or ever planned to do. What the heck? You see how his stern just flipped through? Yeah. I found that with my shoulder. Woo! Woo! Nailed it. Woo! Oh, I think I just hit my shoulder. Hey guys, my name's Alex Barham. A couple months ago, when I put out the review for this, the GoPro Hero Black 11, one of the things I said was there is going to be a more compact, more affordable option coming. This guy, truly amazing camera. The technology in here is game-changing. If you're gonna buy a GoPro, you may as well buy this one, because even though it might cost a little more than something that's a model year earlier, this one is truly a game changer. You will be set for years on this one. But it still comes with a hefty price tag. So for many people, they don't need all of the setting adjustability. They don't need a lot of the features in here when it comes to hardware. Dual screens, front and back, all of those things. What they want is basically what used to be the Session. This little guy. So this is the camera that I used to start my channel. It's also the camera that you used to see Bren and Adrian running around doing a lot of the Senders filming on. This little guy is a beast. It's a workhorse, but it is capped off. It only has so much resolution. And, you know, at some point, we just went beyond it. But what made it so special was the compact size and the ease of use. All you had to do was push a button on top. You were rocking and rolling. You had a tiny little screen to see what you were doing. That was all you really needed. But it was so effective as a just point and shoot, ease of entry camera that it really detracted sales away from the rest of GoPro's line. Ultimately, they got rid of it because they were losing $150 plus per sale because everyone was just getting the Session. No one owned the full-on Hero anymore. And at that point, they had like 4 models. So now, years later, as they've realized that their prices are starting to get more expensive, these cameras are not as user-friendly again, the Mini. This is, in all effects, a GoPro Hero Black 11. But what you don't have is you don't have a screen on front and back to look at what you're shooting, adjust settings, all of those things. If you want to do all of that, like the Session, you have to do it in the app. And I'll be honest, the GoPro app's terrible. It always has been. They've never fixed it. I don't know what their problem is, but they need to actually fix that for this to be a viable option. And maybe that's just it. They're not fixing it so that if you really want all that on-the-fly stuff, you need screens. But in any case, just in a little bit of testing to make sure that this really was as claimed, this camera has already proven itself. This has got the incredible image stabilization, image lock for the horizon. So when the boat is moving around, you can really capture it. You can feel like you're on board. The image quality, the sound quality, it is all completely equivalent, unlike in the Session where it was an intentional step down. So for many people, this is going to kill anything else on the market. There's no reason to buy an off-brand, knockoff action camera. Just get one of these. This has all that performance. If you're just popping this onto Facebook or Instagram, this is gonna do anything that you would want, and then it's gonna get down res to garbage by that social media site anyway. If you're gonna publish to YouTube, this is it. This has so many advantages over both the Session and the GoPro 11 when it comes to the compactness, the size, the weight on your head. This is a great little camera. When we were starting out Hannah filming, you know, the first thing I did was go and grab the Session. She was overwhelmed by all of those buttons. She didn't want all the adjustability. She just wanted something she could push and go. And hopefully she remembered to lick the screen. So for so many people, that's gonna circle back around and be the Mini. This thing is gonna rock and roll. The price is just gonna keep going down and down the way all GoPros do. And it's gonna be in a really affordable little shooter that's gonna last you a long time. Now, the one thing that I worry about with these is the onboard battery. So unlike a traditional GoPro Hero where you can open it up, rip the battery out, and plunk a new one in, your ability to film is completely limited based on what's on board. So if you're running laps, you might be able to squeeze a little bit of juice on if you forgot to charge, but for the most part, once it's dead for the day. Similarly, if you manage to completely destroy the battery on board, this camera is now dead. So that's something to think about. But when you look at the price point, you know, you can almost afford to kill 2 of these, and it might come out in the wash with buying an actual Hero. I mean, for all you know, you took a crash and ripped this off your helmet and it's gone. Well, the other one would have been gone too. So maybe that's the calculus for you. Personally, I expect to continue to use the full-size GoPro. I like all of those modes. I like being able to throw it from cinematic to full action, shooting in super high frames per second so I can slow-mo it down. Those things mean something to me. But for the average person, just go get one of these. You're gonna love it. That said, if you do get either of these cameras, I'm gonna drop affiliate links in the first comment to Amazon. It will not cost you a dime extra, but if you get it from them, I'll get $1 or $2. It'll help keep this channel alive and well. So thanks. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll get back to you. And go enjoy capturing footy.